All right, guys, good morning. We are here at the Port of Seattle. We have a small group with us. We're preparing to board. She doesn't know. No. Quantum of the Seas. We're preparing to board Quantum of the Seas for an Alaska cruise. Super excited to be on board this beautiful ship. So yeah, stay tuned for all the fun we're going to get into with our small group. We're preparing to board the ship. But before we board our cruise to Alaska, let's check out what we did in Seattle pre-cruise. And shout out to Level 8 Luggage for sponsoring this video. I'll have more information later on in the vlog. All right, good morning, guys. Look, I have the whole fam. Whole fam is with me this time. And we are in Seattle, Washington. And we are...
You know, I jumped out of my first plane in Seattle.
I knew he was going to say that.
I did. It was in Issapar. It was back in the... mid-80s.
Okay. All right. I knew he was going to share that fun fact.
From the static line.
Okay. But we are headed to, we're here in Seattle. We're preparing to get on board Quantum of the Seas tomorrow. We have a very intimate group joining us on board going to Alaska. So if you missed our very first Alaska series from about 3 years ago, be sure to check it out. It's one of our top watched series on YouTube. Be sure to check it out because we kind of walk you through how to travel throughout Seattle Airport, getting to the downtown area, getting to popular places like Pike's Market, things like that. So we kind of highlighted all of that. And then we went to Alaska. Well, today we're just here in Seattle for about 24 hours. We're going to do a couple of things, not a whole lot. Our first stop is we're going to the House of Illusions, or the Illusion Museum. Because I thought that was something fun that the kids would like to do. So we're going to check that out. So make sure you like this video, give us a thumbs up, all that good stuff. But I'm excited to have the family back with me. I know you guys are probably getting tired of seeing me by myself, but the family's back. So yes. We are headed out. We're going to grab some coffee and we are off to the Illusions Museum. All right, so just a couple of things while Ron is driving. So we're staying at the Holiday Inn SeaTac. I can't say yet whether I'd recommend it. We had a couple little quirks. One of the things, like, as a travel advisor, I try to get to as many different hotels and as many places as possible. That way I can best advise clients where to go. Seattle is just very missed when it comes to the hotels, either from experience from my clients or from my personal experience. When we stayed before, we stayed downtown near Pike's Market. The hotel was nice, but again, it was like $400 a night, and that's just...
Damn!
That's expensive. That's expensive.
You didn't tell me it was that much.
For a hotel. And yeah, so this was about 200, a little, maybe 215 per night. I mean, it'll work, but it's not anything too grand. But it did have better reviews than some of the other hotels in the area. We thought we'd do better this time staying at the airport. We rented a car, so we have a minivan through Budget Rental. When I first reserved it for one night, it was like $100 or so, and then I went back to check it and it dropped down to like 70. So make sure you check your rental car confirmations as well. Oh, hold on, there's a mountain in front of us.
That's Mount Rainier.
Yep, that's Mount Rainier right there in front of us. Y'all see it? We saw it. Yeah, we saw it from the plane. Very nice. So yeah, so back to what I was saying. Make sure you check your rental car prices because they do drop. You can cancel, rebook, as long as you have a refundable rental car purchase or what have you. We did debate whether we were going to do the Link Light Rail, which we did last time. So if you are okay with public transportation and you're trying to get down to the cruise terminal area or try to get down to Pike's Market, you can get there from the airport. Relatively inexpensive. It just takes a couple of, getting on the Light Link Rail, getting on a bus, and then walking. We did do that in our first vlog, so check that out. We decided we were going to take it easy today, and we rented a car. Now, what were you saying about flying your first plane by Mount Rainier?
I ain't saying nothing.
You guys have heard that story before. What was it?
I flew my first plane in the Mount Rainier airspace, and then I flew over into Canada. Also, when I was jumping out of my first plane on a static line, that was the first time as an adult that I peed my pants.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
His first and only time. He says first as if it happened more than one time. It happened one time.
No, because you and I skydived.
What about you flying a plane?
Oh, yeah, that was the first and only.
Yeah, so just say the one and only time, not the first time.
Same thing.
All right, so we are headed to the Museum of Illusions. I keep saying house.
You said house.
So there's the mod, the original super fast pizza. Ron and the boys ate there last time we were here. Yeah, they ate here. All right, so headed to the Illusion Museum. All right, and so for this, I did get the tickets in advance. It is cheaper if you buy them in advance. It did have like a family 4-pack, which was a lot cheaper than if I bought them individually, and then I just purchased an additional 1 pass. So book it on the website, you'll save some money.
Yeah, look.
Yeah. And this is the Sheraton we stayed at last time, right there. And I didn't even realize the Museum of Illusions is right here. But here we are.
They follow you. You see, walk around. They follow you.
Oh, that's creepy. I don't like that.
What does it say?
They follow you.
They follow you around.
Oh, they do. Oh yeah, that is a little creepy. You see it, Drew? Is that creepy to you? Just a little bit. How did you get in there?
Shift your weight from side to side.
Is it moving?
Oh, no.
No, it's not doing anything.
Focus on the center of the picture. Shift your weight from side. What do they mean?
Shift your weight. So just like lean a little to the left, a little to the right. But you gotta focus. Okay, I see it.
Mine's not moving.
Just move a little bit.
Is it the same for my face?
Yes, I think.
Well, how would she know?
I don't know what my face looks like.
Hold on, let me get Dice. And then I'll get you, Joe. Watch out.
Ow.
Because I can get the kaleidoscope of him right here. Oh, that's kind of creepy. Do you see this on the camera? Isn't that creepy? Hold on, stay there, son. Oh, do that again. Move around. You see it? Look at Joe's. Dice, come look at Joe's. Like the Brady Bunch. Got you too, Drew. Move around a little bit. Okay. I do feel it. But it is tilted, right? It's not an illusion.
It's not tilted.
It is tilted.
It's not tilted, Mom.
Oh, I get it. You feel like it's tilting now while you're standing. Oh.
That's what I said.
What?
Hold on. It is tilted. When you stand here long enough, it feels like it's flipping over.
You see, look.
Coach, hold on. Let that, just stand there for a minute. It feels like you're ready to tip over.
Yeah.
You feel it?
Yeah.
I'm taking. I keep tipping.
I did. Yeah.
That's crazy. It's only when you're standing there. So it is tilted, but now it feels like we're about to roll over. Wow. Step into infinity. What is it supposed to be doing?
There's more. You see, Mom? Look at the.
Oh, look behind you. Like, do you see all the people? See all of
Yeah,
us?
I know.
It's a crowd of people.
There's like 2 Andrews next to
You
it.
see it?
There's 2 Andrews next to themselves.
All right, go ahead. Drew, you have to get in the corner. And what do?
You stand there.
Oh! It didn't dawn on me. How giant, Drew, you look like a giant. All right. Drew's your little puppet.
Do you see it?
Squeeze his afro. Up a little bit, down a little bit. Right there. He got your little head in his hand. Oh, look at the little puppy. Yeah. And what is this one?
Like soft bodies, pretty much.
This looks so.
I'm trying to line up my.
Oh.
So Dyson got a beard.
Yes. Drew, Dice has a beard. You've been waiting to get a beard. Drew.
It's gonna look with no hair.
You have to get eye level. Ooh, that's weird. Oh my gosh, that is weird.
Whoa. Oh.
Nice, you got some sexy legs there. Ooh, wee. Sexy, sexy. Oh, go ahead.
Put your legs closer on there too.
Got it. Let's see how he does. And because we are a family channel and we love being monetized, I'm going to refer you guys over to Instagram, where this video has gotten over 4 million views over the last few weeks. Check it out over there because, you know, we want to stay monetized over here. But you also see that's why I keep Ron at home. What is it supposed to look like? A pterodactyl?
No.
Can't do it, won't do it.
All right, so what y'all think of that?
It was so fun.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was our first time doing one of those. So next time we're in, I think they have them in LA. They have them in some of the major cities. We'll have to check it out. That was pretty fun. So now we're going to walk this 4 blocks to, what's it called? Pike's Place Market. And we were concerned about parking here, but because it's a Sunday, the parking was $12 for up to 10 hours. So we parked, there's a parking garage right near the Museum of Illusions. And so we parked there and we're just gonna walk down to the market. And Dice is looking for the first Starbucks to get his girlfriend a cup because she loves Starbucks. So this is a fun, free thing to do. I mean, of course, you might shop, get some snacks and things, but it's kind of cool to come out here to see. I love open markets like this. So it's pretty cool. And then, of course, they do the fish show. So if you go to, there's one stand, we'll get to that in a minute, where they toss up fish and do things as people are buying. It's a cool thing to experience. And guys, being here is actually making me even more excited to get to Alaska because this just brings back so many memories of when we were here before. So yeah, I'm really excited now. Is it still this way?
Yes.
All right, there's the original Starbucks. Not a Starbucks fan, but if you're into that, the only time I'll do Starbucks is if I get a gift card. But yeah, I typically don't do Starbucks, but yeah.
I think a couple. Hi everybody. Thank you.
Hello.
Welcome. It's fresh inside. And guys, how can I help you?
We're just getting a mug.
Yeah, do you know which one you want? Or do you want to have a look first?
I think he's gonna have a look.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
All the G-Stay are right there. And when you're ready, the line to order is going to be on the right. My colleagues are going to give you... I like this one.
Hello.
Hi, would you
Can I
like to
see
try one?
Yes, please.
Feel free to grab whichever one looks
Thank
best
you.
for you. It's going to be an iced pour over from our coffee from Indonesia.
It doesn't have any sugar cream. You're not gonna like it.
It is definitely black coffee.
Yeah, you're not gonna like it.
It's pretty palatable.
Yeah. Okay.
How do you feel?
That's good to
What do
me.
you like about it?
He doesn't know.
Well, you can say, I like the way it feels in my mouth. Or
Yeah?
I like the way it tastes. I like the way it smells. So iced coffee is hard to
It's pretty good. So if you're gonna try to check out the Starbucks, the line went really fast. I think, what was it, not even 10 minutes?
No,
Yeah, it looked worse than what it was. So it was like 10 minutes in line. So yeah, don't be frightened by that. Mm-hmm. Smells good. All right, so this is the far side of the market. And you can get views, yeah, you can get views of the cruise ships. It looks like Norwegian Encore is in port today. And I actually ran into a few subscribers as we were in line for Starbucks, said that they just came back from Alaska and they caught our Alaskan series and that it was very helpful. So it's always nice to run into subscribers. But check out Norwegian Encore. I'll actually be on board this ship for my host agency's conference next year. And down there, I think, is the aquarium over here somewhere. All right, just taking in all these beautiful views. It's a beautiful day out. Beautiful day. Oh yeah, you can see it. Yeah, Mount Rainier all the way back there. I don't know if you can see it on the phone, but it's kind of hidden behind the haze. Yeah, see, this isn't Pike's Place. Pike's Place is up there now. See the signs? So they have the pavilion and then the overlook, walk, and waterfront this way. And yeah, that is the aquarium down there, that black building. Alrighty. Love all these beautiful flowers. I remember this the last time. So beautiful. And it smells so nice here too, with all those flowers. So it's kind of divided up a little bit. So all the florists are in this one little alleyway. It smells so good. Beautiful flowers. You see it? No. Nope. Yeah, they have all kinds of things to sample. Yeah, I absolutely love these types of markets. I could spend all day just browsing and checking out what they have. I'm not a shopper, like not shopping for clothes and things, but I love like these types of markets. All right, gonna grab us a cup of cherries. Want that one? All right, we're sharing. Yeah, it should have a seat in it. Yeah, it has a seat in it. Go, step back over there, Dice, so we have room. Be careful with the seat. We'll probably... Good? Is it good? Yeah, very good. I see it, classic cherry. It's the perfect combination of sweet and tart. Really good. Let's see if Ron likes them. They're perfect sweet and tart, so not too much of one or the other. And that wasn't bad. $10 for that. Has a seat in it. Yeah, that was $10. Now, back home, you're gonna probably spend $20 on a bag of cherries. They're expensive. Here, Andrew's not a big fruit eater, but I want him to at least try it. Just take a bite, but be careful. It has a seed in it, okay? Just try it. You don't like it? Andrew, you didn't even try it. All right, you can put it out. That's fine. All right, no fish show today, so we're gonna keep on walking. I remember last time we came here to Don and Joe's, and we got some sausage and cheese and things to try. It was like $1 or $2 per stick, so. Yeah, we're gonna have one of the teriyaki sticks, and then one of the teriyaki here, and one of the original. Drew, do you want anything?
I'm trying to smoke cheese.
Or you just want to try a piece of theirs?
I'm trying to smoke cheese.
The smoked cheddar? And we'll get one smoked cheddar, please.
I like this.
That smoked cheese was good last time. You don't like the smoked cheddar? You like it, Drew? Here, I'll try it, Joe. Yeah, I'm not a big jerky eater. I don't know if you consider this jerky. Yeah, I don't have to eat all that now. You can take that back. The teriyaki one's good? This is good, this meat stick. I don't think this is considered jerky. I think that's the jerky there. Let me take another bite. Her. Sharing is caring. Alright, we're looking for some Vietnamese to eat. And we're in Japantown. There's a lot of restaurants and places over here. But we're going to go back to the spot we went at last time, which was called Hot As
At the light,
Pho.
turn left on the South
That's where we're
Jackson
going.
Street.
One as, not two.
Dice said it was one S, not two. I did. I said S.
No, that's not what you said.
That is what I said. Hot as pho. All right, off to get some Vietnamese. All right, there is the menu. I'm gonna get the cold noodle dish, which is always good. Alright, Drew got a beef banh mi. He's gonna pick all those veggies out. You're gonna eat a little bit of them, okay? And Ron got the same thing, but with jalapenos. That's gonna be hot. Alright, and Joe has fried dumplings. And pardon her eye, she had something go in her eye, so hopefully we're okay. So we don't have to go to the doctor before our cruise, but she'll be fine. All right, so Dice wants to try a Seattle dog, which I guess is a hot dog with cream cheese. So we're at this little hot dog spot called, I don't know, something Dog House. You want to try it out?
Yes.
All right, let's try it out. All right, we know he wants to try the Seattle dog.
I want you to try Seattle dog too.
Huh?
I want to try it too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys are free to fix it up however you guys want. No, that's what it comes with. There's like condiments and stuff in there that you guys can choose from.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Dice and Joe got the Seattle dog.
Just look.
You guys look this way.
It looks like a hot dog with onion.
All right, it has cream cheese in it. I don't know about that. I'm gonna let them have that. There you go. Go ahead and try it.
Why can't I pick it out?
Got a lot of onions on it.
Yeah, there's more onions than I think there is hot dogs.
But Joe, you love onions. Cream cheese right in the middle.
What do you think?
It's hot.
I like this.
You like it? You would eat that at home?
Where are the jalapenos?
Probably there now.
That's kind of it.
It's actually not bad at all. You really can't even taste the cream cheese. It's very onion heavy, so if you like onions, you'll like that. I can't really taste the cream cheese, but it gives it like a kind of like a ketchup, like a sauce. Not bad. All right, we had a fun day here in Seattle. We just returned our rental van, and we're gonna catch the free shuttle back to our hotel, and we're calling it a night. So make sure you stay tuned for our Quantum of the Sea series. We are boarding tomorrow morning, so we're gonna get some rest tonight because I am tired, guys. This West Coast time really messes me up every single time. So, but we are gonna go ahead and head back to our hotel, rest up, and boarding Quantum of the Seas tomorrow. So stay tuned. All All right, we are boarding the ship. Quantum of the Seas, back to Alaska. And the kids apparently are ready. Oh, I remember this from last time. Oh, we have the photo package. Yeah, we're gonna get our photos.
Not this one.
All right, here's cruise number 73 for me. And I don't know how many for the family, but we are boarding. All right, we are on board. All right, first things first, we're gonna drop off these sodas. So we did opt in to carry on sodas and water. So Royal Caribbean is the only cruise line that'll let you carry on a 12 pack of water per cabin. So we did do that. We do have water as well, but since we were in Seattle for a little bit of time beforehand, we had some sodas and things, so we decided to bring those on board. All right, now if you guys missed our Ovation of the Seas from last week, the ship is pretty much identical to it, so I know exactly where I'm going. So that's always exciting for me when I don't have to figure out a ship, because I know exactly where I'm going. It looks exactly the same, right? It looks identical. So
This one we sat last time.
I felt like I just got off the ship.
That's where we sat.
Yep. They're different, but overall it's the same. You have the music hall right there. Jeremy, there's that big chair again. It was like deja vu,
The
right?
person's not there though.
Yeah, that little creepy face isn't there.
The face isn't there. It's just ours.
All right, we're headed to the theater for our muster. Hello, we're A1. A1. Thank you. Hello.
In the system, it will be activated.
How many of you?
5. All right, so we're dropping our things off. Guys, rule of thumb, if the cabins aren't ready, don't make them ready. Drop your things off in the closet if you feel safe leaving it. It's not going to be locked, but we don't want to carry all this stuff around. So we're just going to drop it off and keep it moving. Put them in the closet. So something interesting about this ship, so Ovation of the Seas just came from Japan, and I don't recall seeing the translations on the boards here, but this ship, Quantum, is, so I'm guessing at some point Quantum was also in Japan. Alright, so yeah, same exact layout. So here is the covered pool bar. And then if you go to the left, you're going to have the adults only solarium. I will do a complete ship tour at some point. But it's nice that this ship has the covered area because we're going to Alaska. So I can imagine that this area is going to be pretty jam-packed throughout the cruise. People trying to enjoy the pool. And the solarium is also covered, so we'll check that out later. All right, so as you see, the main pool deck, it's not covered. So this probably won't be used. It'll be used today because it's a hot day here in Alaska. I mean, in Seattle. I keep saying Alaska. But what's interesting, if you look straight ahead on Ovation of the Seas, that is actually the ships, fish and ships. This one here, it's called Noodles, Dim Sum, and Milk Tea. So yeah, that's kind of cool.
I can get boba then.
And I wonder if this is complimentary. It probably is. We'll check that out in a little. Well, actually, let me just walk up here real quick, guys. I just want to see.
That's a dim sum.
Yeah, it says noodles, dim sum, and milk tea.
Milk tea is what they used to make bubble tea.
Hours of operation. Yeah, they're just open for lunch.
3 to 5.
And I'm assuming that, yes, it's complimentary. Very nice. So yeah, they have the, oh, actually it's not. It's a charge. They have kung pao chicken, seafood fried noodles, hot pot, satay, and it's for an upcharge. They do have, hello, how are you? They do have chicken tenders, french fries, mini hot dogs, and complimentary, but if you get any of the other options, it's an upcharge. Well, that's a little disappointing.
Oh, it's not included?
Nope. Yeah, I was hoping and thinking that it was included, just like fish and chips on the other ones, but it's not. So we'll check it out at some point, though, to let you guys know how it tastes. we are at the Windjammer.
I think JoJo when she was up in the air.
The skydiving?
Oh, that's broke.
It's broken on the ship. They told us on the last one. And that does cost us $50. I would have paid for that for y'all, but I'm not gonna pay for the other thing. So Dice is asking if they're gonna do the skydiving and the 360 observation deck, and we're not on the sailing. The skydiving is broken, and what is it called, Jummery? North Star is like $44 a person. So we did it on Ovation. We're not going to do it on this ship. Yeah, there's seats all the way back there.
I'm gonna try to go.
I'll tell the kids where to find you. Hey guys.
Probably called stir Friday and pasta.
Oh no! Oh no, stir fry. Maybe they'll have stir fry later in the cruise.
I want pasta.
Okay. Oh, you do want pasta?
Yeah, I do.
All right. So they have a fresh made pasta station. That's what Jummery's getting. Boys look like they're getting burgers and hot dogs. And guys, it's just 11 o'clock, or a little after 11, and it's already pretty busy. What kind of burger is that? That's a huge one.
It's a bun.
Huh? Oh, it's the bun?
Why is the bun so circle? Like,
What'd you get, Drew?
same her.
Make sure you put some veggies on that. Something. All right, so we're checking out the Seaplex. See how this compares to Ovation. Looks identical. So this is a multi-use venue. Right now looks like they have some games. Oh, they didn't have the netting on the last one. So yeah, maybe they pull it up and down for certain events. But they have basketball, they have skating, all kinds of things. So nice on the other one, they didn't have this netting up.
You didn't?
No, they must pull it up and down for certain things. And of course, Dice immediately goes to play basketball. And this is where he'll be when he can.
I don't know if I'm allowed.
Hey, Dice. They also have Xbox up there.
Unless you're gonna
Yeah.
whack in the head.
First, you want to hold back?
So Andrew thinks that Xbox room is cool. See the Xbox room up there? Now, I don't think I really checked it out the last on Ovation, but I think you have to sign up for a time slot for that. We'll check it out and see. I know that right now I think it's kind of open play, but I think you have to sign up. But they had like 4 or 5 different stations that you can go to play the Xbox. You want to go up and check it out real quick? All right, let's go check it out. All right, so they have table tennis, and I guess that is a good thing that they have these little screens to prevent, you know, the balls from flying down there, and basketballs and things up here. And they also have the complimentary bumper cars. They will have that certain times that you can actually go to. But yeah, Xbox looks like they're doing free play right now. Maybe or maybe not. Actually, I think this Xbox room is a little nicer because it has windows. I don't recall if the other one had them. I don't think it did. All right, so right now I am in the Royal Caribbean app trying to make reservations. So I just learned that the North Star, which is the capsule that takes you up 360-degree angles or views, they actually have free reservations for day 1 where it's like a basic viewing. So it's typically $45 per person for what they call the extended view, which is 30 minutes. So I was able to snag a couple of spots. I couldn't get enough for the whole family, but so I'm trying to do that. Also, they have laser tag and things on this sailing that didn't have on the other sailing, so you're able to go in and reserve it. So try to get on the app as soon as you can when you get on the ship to see what activities and things they have available, because I wasn't expecting laser tag, so I was able to secure that for the family, and I'm going to share that out with the group here in a second. But yeah, so make sure you check the app. Just go to all activities, see if there's anything that you need to make reservations for, theater shows, things like that. That way you make sure you're secure. Now, if for some reason you can't get reservations, you can always you can always do standby line. So usually they'll have a standby line for shows that require reservations, and you can just wait there, in 10 minutes before the show they'll open up the doors for you to get in. So try to make the reservations though, so you can get, you know, prime seating, but you don't necessarily have to. You can stand in the standby line. All right, so something different with this ship is that there aren't any water slides.
It's a splash in there, no water.
Maybe that's some sort of wave pool. Oh, it says pool closed. That's actual pool. This is a pool. So on the other ship, that's where they would have the water slides. They don't have it here. So that's a pool right there that maybe they'll have it open, maybe they won't.
I'm going.
But then there's the regular pool and then the sky bar there as well. And it looks like people are going up right now. We were able to snag just one pass for that. So we'll send maybe Dice up there to get some footage from Quantum of the Seas. I refuse to pay $44 for it per person to go up there. It would make some amazing views for Alaska, but we'll get some amazing views from our balcony. Dyson's a little disappointed in his fake balcony. Move, Joe Marie.
I love it.
He said it's trifling. You got money to not be trifling? Balconies to Alaska are expensive. There you go. Enjoy your balcony, son. Drew, you okay with that balcony?
Oh, that's
Drew said he didn't want to be out in the cold anyway.
Why they put a TV sideways?
But you're getting the front view, so that's where the ship is facing right now. So when you're out at sea, you can watch whales from the front.
It's a big phone.
But it's a cute cabin. Yeah, so these cabins, it's like a maze. So we thought the boys, based off the deck map, we thought their interior was right across the hall. Typically that's the case. You have a balcony with an interior across the hall, but there's actually a wall in front of our cabin, and they're like kind of in this maze of interior cabins. So as a travel advisor, I didn't know that. I just read the deck plan. So this is why I get on these cruise ships. That way I can kind of get a feel for things for myself. And I would not have known that by looking at the deck plan. So keep that in mind. I will keep that in mind for the future as I have clients sailing on this class of ships. So it's kind of a strange layout. So the boys are not near us. We have to kind of go through a maze of cabins to get to them. So keep that in mind. It was a little chaotic and everyone's confused on where their cabins are. But super excited that we're pretty much have both of our cabins unpacked. You know, we got to get things sanitized, get things unloaded, or what have you. And guys, I can tell you that one thing that takes the stress off of me as far as the packing and maneuvering through the airport is going to be my level 8 luggage. Now, I've shared this with you guys before. Level 8 luggage, just the way it just glides across the floor. You guys see how it's gliding. I mean, it's just gliding. And I love it when you're walking through the airport, because it's almost like it's like stress-free. You just barely touch it and it's going to move. So I'm going to share with you guys what I packed in my carry-on level 8 luggage, so you guys kind of have an idea of what you may need to consider packing for an Alaskan cruise. All right, so here are some of the things that I packed for Alaska that I wouldn't normally pack for other cruises. Just to give you an idea now, this is not everything, obviously. I have other level 8 pieces that we have, you know, coats in, we have hoodies, we have sweatpants. But guys, being in Seattle too, it's a little warm today. So it's 85 degrees. As you see, I am in shorts. So make sure you plan for that, because if you're cruising out of Seattle, it could be warm and then you get to Alaska and it's cold. So we had to pack for layers and different things. So you don't see that in my carry-on bag, but let me show you what I do have in my carry-on bag. Just a couple of things that you don't want to forget for Alaska. Gloves. Now these gloves, just cheap gloves that I grabbed off of Amazon. You can grab them from the dollar store, whatever. You need plenty of these. So for our family of 5, I think we have probably 12 of these, just in case they get lost or whatever, get wet, you know, you can dry them, what have you. So quick little gloves, things like that. Of course, for Alaska, you have to have binoculars, because you're going to be seeing whales, you're going to be seeing all kinds of things. So you want to make sure that you grab a pair of binoculars, or 2, which we did grab for our family. So you want to make sure you have binoculars. Now, even if you don't have a balcony, there are going to be plenty of viewing spaces on board the ship for you to go to view and watch whales. You can book an excursion to see whales and different types of wildlife. So make sure you pack binoculars. And I did pack them in my carry-on suitcase just so that they were protected, you know, so that I can carry them on board the plane and not have any issues of them being damaged. So binoculars, a few other things, ponchos. I just grabbed some cheap rain ponchos to have, because weather in Alaska can be unpredictable at times, and you can get a lot of rain depending on the time of year that you cruise. So decided to go ahead and grab some ponchos. This is a 10-pack of ponchos for the family, just to have just in case it does decide to rain. Also, you need to make sure that you have some sort of first aid kit for the family, if you're traveling with family or even by yourself. So we just have like a thermometer there, some Band-Aids, and then something really important to have for Alaska that you may not always have for like a Caribbean cruise would be motion sickness patches. So make sure you have some sort of motion sickness patches because you might experience a little bit of rough seas before you get into the fjords. So make sure you plan appropriately. Something else, because of the time difference and because Alaska tends to get more daylight, you might want to pack some melatonin. So I don't always take melatonin whenever I cruise, but I know that I'm gonna have to force myself to try to go to sleep because it's gonna still be daylight when I normally go to bed at 9:30, 10 o'clock. So make sure you plan to sleep. And speaking of that, in my little sleeve here, I also have an eye mask, which I don't always take with me, but just having some sort of eye mask will help you whenever it's time for you to go to bed and you want to have complete darkness. Make sure you pack an eye mask of some sort. And I keep mine in a Ziploc bag just to keep it sanitary and clean. And then what else do I have in here? Just more hats for the kids. You can't have enough of those with kids. I have an extra hoodie in here, as well as adapters for the cabin. So that way we have plenty of spots to charge all of our devices. And let's see, microphone, technology, things like that. Here on my other side, I have all of my equipment. You guys always ask me. I will unbox all of this for you later, but this is pretty much what I carry to vlog. So if you're curious to know what I use, stay tuned because I will share with you guys in the next one what I pack to vlog. I also like to carry a backpack. Now, if you guys know the rules for the flights, a lot of times you can only carry on like a carry-on bag and then one personal item. So what I tend to do is I'll take a small backpack and I'll put it in my carry-on. That way I can load it up later on with the things that I need whenever I am in port. So it's nice to have a backpack, and this is a anti-theft backpack. So it's gonna help protect me from theft or what have you. And then obviously a change of clothes. So yeah, so that's pretty much it that I carry in my level 8 carry-on bag. And again, I find level 8 to be very useful. My favorite luggage brand actually. And looking to book level 8, or if you're looking to purchase level 8 luggage, be sure to click the link in the description of this video where you can purchase your own level 8 luggage. They have different varieties of luggage. I just personally love this one because again, it just glides. I love the color like that. It stands out. It helps me just be able to select my equipment or select my luggage whenever I'm at baggage claim, and I can get it without a problem. And again, it helps me get through the airport, and that's one less thing that I have to stress about when I'm in the airport and things are smooth sailing. So speaking of smooth sailing, let's go ahead and head to Sailaway party.
I can feel the energy. I can feel the energy. But we want you to have a great time because you are officially on vacation!
All right, so since we are going to Alaska and we're visiting Sitka, now this will be our very first time in Sitka. Something you need to know is that you will need to reserve a courtesy shuttle. So you will, Royal Caribbean at least, they go to the Sitka Sound Cruise Terminal, which is kind of on the outskirt of the downtown area. So in order for you to get to the downtown area, you have to get on the complimentary shuttle. They said they have very limited Ubers or taxis in that area, so you'll need to reserve a time. So be mindful of that whenever you're scheduling tours, because they're going to have limited buses getting you to and from. So you don't want to schedule a tour too early and not be able to get an early shuttle time. So you can also make the reservation for your shuttle time in the app. I noticed it a couple of weeks ago, and they also sent an email with where you can go to reserve it. So I did reserve hours a couple of weeks ago. So just be mindful of that with your tour times. You want to schedule, and I would say schedule it probably at least a half hour to 45 minutes earlier. That way you don't have to deal with not getting to your tour on time. So they have a QR code in the cabin. You can do it in the app. Do it through the QR code, but make sure you do that reservation as soon as you can. That way you can get your preferred time off the ship and into your shuttle. All right, we are headed to dinner. They are pulling out the jackets and coats. I guess for anybody that forgot theirs or wants to stay warm. Wonder how much they cost.
They have binoculars.
That's actually a nice one.
I like it.
How much is it? Oh, $70? And that's not terrible for a jacket on a cruise ship, but then they have hoodies. Oh, the hoodies are on sale. They're $40.
You should get me one.
Yeah.
It's not.
You're on the right side of the restaurant.
Hello.
Ma'am, welcome aboard. Ma'am, this way.
Thank
My colleague
you.
will sit you down.
I am kind of hungry because it feels like it's 8 o'clock.
Yep, I'm hungry.
I'm
All
impressed.
right, we have 5 p.m. dining. So they had 5 p.m. dining and they had 7:30, so we went with the 5.
Evening, welcome aboard.
Hello.
709, please follow ID.
Hello.
Welcome on board, everyone.
Thank you. 5 in our family, but we have other people.
They have a speed trap.
Mom, look. What's the point?
Because he was changing.
Name over here.
My name is Joe Marie.
Pardon?
Joe Marie.
Joe Marie. All right, have the crab cake. Joe has the artichoke dip, and the boys Caesar salad.
You see a picture? Can you see a picture?
Got it. All right, and Joe Marie and I, for our entrees, we got the Indian sog, chicken sog. Joe Marie's already digging in. Andrew has the spaghetti, and Dice, what'd you get? Oh, the fish. Okay. And Ron got the steak.
I need to give you these gummies.
Cheesecake. Yours is cute.
They always do that, Mom.
Hold on. Did you let me see yours? Let me see. Okay.
We do push it together. And you can please take your lanyards off. I'm sorry. Can you take your lanyards off? Thank you.
So y'all, we are outside. It got cold fast. Like fast. We were like at almost 90 degrees and woo, it's cold now. Like just in a couple of hours. Okay, yeah. It's cold. Y'all cold? It's crazy, huh?
Do you even sell ice cream?
Not really. I want something sweet though. Ooh! Guys, it's cold. So they have a movie playing, but no one's really on the deck. It is cold.
Also in tests.
Pigtail?
Yeah, I'm not ready for this.
They were bored and wanted to see stuff sing.
As I go get ice cream. Say thank you.
You're arranged to stay within view.
All right, looks like bumper cars is open. You guys gonna do it? Y'all gonna do bumper cars?
Yeah, sure.
Come on, you have to get in line over here.
I told them that. They could...
It's not the line.
Huh? That's for bumper cars. So yeah, they do put the screens on, so that's really nice. So you can view. So the kids are in line.